Good morning. I am K. Yogunath, Assistant Professor, Mathematics Department, NPR College of Engineering and Technology. Today we are going to discuss the paper is Engineering Mathematics 2. Subject code of this paper MA8251. This is 2017 regulations, Anna University, Chennai. In this paper has 5 units. Second unit is vector calculus. Today we are going to discuss problems based on Gauss divergence theorems. The question is, verify Gauss divergence theorem for f vector is x squared minus yz into I vector plus y squared minus zx into j vector plus z squared minus xy into k vector over the cube 0 less than or equal to x less than or equal to a, 0 less than or equal to y less than or equal to b, and 0 less than or equal to z less than or equal to c. Very clear, the length of x axis 0 to a, y axis 0 to b, and z axis is 0 to c. Solutions of the problem. The first line is, I like to write Gauss divergence theorem formula. Double integral s f vector dot n cap ds is double integral over v del dot f vector dv. So first we have to find out delta dot f vector. What is delta? I vector dou by dou x plus j vector dou by dou y plus k vector dou by dou z dot. F vector is x squared minus yz into I vector plus y squared minus zx into j vector plus z squared minus xy into k vector. Now I do the dot product of these two vector. We get dou by dou x into x squared minus yz plus dou by dou y squared minus zx plus dou by dou z into z squared minus xy. So first we do the partial differentiations of x squared minus yz with respect to x in RHS of first terms. So we get 2x only. Next one, take a partial differentiations of the function x, y squared minus zx with respect to y. We get 2y plus differentiation of z squared minus xy with respect to z in partial, we get 2z. So delta dot f vector is 2 of x plus y plus z. RHS of Gauss divergence theorem, double integral v delta dot f vector dv. First, a delta dot f vector is replaced by 2 of x plus y plus z. dv is our assumption dx dy dz. The first x axis is very clear, it varies from 0 to a, y axis 0 to b, and z axis is 0 to c. Now I take integrations of x plus y plus z with respect to x. Here 2 is constant. I like to remove 2 from the x plus y plus z. The integration of this remaining portion is x squared by 2 plus yx plus zx. Now here x is equal to a, we get a squared by 2 plus ay plus az. Lower limit value is 0. So here x is equal to 0, everything is 0, so there is no need apply put x equal to 0. So now we take integration of a squared by 2 plus ay plus az with respect to y. A squared by 2 is a constant, so integration of constant becomes a squared by 2 into y plus a into integration of y is y squared by 2 plus az y. Our limit is 0 to b. Now here y equal to b, we get a squared b by 2 plus ab squared by 2 plus abez. Now we take integration of this function with respect to ez becomes a squared b by 2 into ez plus ab squared by 2 into z plus ab integration of z is z square by 2. Now I put z equal to c, we get 2 of a square bc by 2 plus ab squared c by 2 plus abc squared by 2. The simplifications of the above equation is becomes double integral over v delta dot f vector is equal to abc of a plus b plus c, which is equation number 1. This is the RHS value of Gauss divergence theorem. So next we have to find LHS. The LHS is very clear. Double integral s f vector dot n cap ds. This is cube diagram. It has 6 surfaces. So first like to draw a diagram. O is origin, x axis, y axis, z axis. We having 6 surfaces. Double integral s f vector dot n cap ds can be written as double integral s1 plus double integral s2 up to double integral s6, which is equation number 2. What is s1? Where is s1 from the cube? AEGD. It looks like a square. The square lies on the x-axis. AEGD. Here n cap value is I vector. AEGD lies on the x-axis. The unit vector of y-axis is very clear. Everyone knows very well. I vector. What about S2? S2 is opposite sides of AEGD, that is OBFC. OBFC means S2 surface. Here n cap value is minus I vector. Next one S3 is BFGE. It lies on the y-axis. Here n cap is equal to J vector. S4 means opposite of EBFG we get OACD. This is OACD is S4 surface. Here n cap value is minus J vector. S5 means top means the CDGF. It lies on Z axis. This is S5 surface. Here n cap is very clear. Z axis means I vector, K vector. N cap is K vector. OAEB. This is opposite sides. Opposite sides of top bottom. That is top one. This lower bottom. Here S6 surface. Here n cap is equal to minus K vector. So first I like to find the integral, double integral over S1. F vector dot n cap ds. So double integral f vector is given. We replace f vector replaced by given vector dot what is n cap? Here S1 value is I vector. So n cap is I vector. Very clear. The surface lies on only x axis. So variations only y axis and z axis. Variations only y axis and z axis. So we have to start dy dz. We have to start dy dz. So y axis limits we know very well. Y axis limit is 0 to b. We have to write 0 to b. Z axis 0 to c. First I do the dot product of these two vector. We get x squared minus yz into dy dz. In S1 surface, what is x value? X value is very clear a. S1 surface having the length of the x is very clear 0 to a. Total distance is x is equal to a. Now here x is equal to a squared minus yz. Now I like to take integration of a squared minus yz with respect to y. We get a squared y minus y squared divided by 2 into z. Limit is 0 to b. Here y equal to b, we get y squared b minus b squared z by 2 into dz. Integration of this one with respect to z, we get a squared b z minus b squared z squared by 2 into 2. Integration of z is very clear. Z squared by 2, already z by 2 is there. So z squared divided by 4. Here put z equal to c, we get a squared bc minus b squared c squared by 4, which is equation number 3. This is the double integral S1 result. Next I like to find out double integral surface area number 2. Compare with S1, what are the changes? Here n cap is equal to minus I vector only. Now do the dot product of this one, we get the minus of x squared minus yz. Here x value is 0. In surface number 2, what is x? X, there is no x value. So x value is 0. So we have to put 0 minus into minus plus yz. Integration of y becomes y squared by 2. Limit is 0 to b. Now here put y equal to b. We get b squared by 2. So integration of z becomes z squared by 2. Our limit is 0 to c. Here put z equal to c, we get c squared by 2. Here there is no need put z equal to 0. Finally, the second surface S2 double integral over S2 value is b squared c squared by 2 4, which is equation number 4. Next, along S3 surface, f vector is already given. We have to write f vector is x square minus yz into I vector plus y square minus zx j vector plus z square minus xy into k vector. Dot. N cap very clear. N cap value is in S3 j vector only. Is lies on y axis. So variation in only x only and y only, z only. So it's very clear. Here dx dez. So x axis limit is first 0 to a, z axis limit is 0 to c. Dot product of these two vectors becomes y square minus zx dx dez. Here y value is b. So b square minus zx dx dez. So integration of b squared is b squared x minus z. Integration of x is x squared by 2. Here put x is equal to u, we get b squared a minus z a squared by 2. Integration of this one, b squared a z minus z squared by 2 into 2 4, z squared a squared by 4. Z equal to c, a b squared c minus a squared c squared by 4, which is equation number 5. Along S4, just compare with x3. Compare with x3, having only one changes. Here n cap value is minus j vector. N cap value is minus j vector. Do the dot product, we get the minus of y square minus zx. Here y value is 0. So we get zx dx dz only. Integration of zx with respect to x, we get z into x squared by 2, limit is 0 to a. Here put x is equal to a, we get a squared by 2. Answer a squared by 2 into z. Integration of this one with respect to z, we get a squared by 2 into z squared by 2. Limit value is 0 to c. Here put z equal to c. Finally, we get a squared c squared by 4, which is equation number 6. This is along x4 values. Along xy, here n cap value is, along xy, here n cap value is k vector. The xy surface is lies on z axis. So variations only x and y axis. I'll have to take dx and dy. So x axis limit is 0 to a and y axis limit is 0 to b. Now I do the dot product of these two vector, we get z square minus xy dx dy. In SI surface, what is z? Z value is very clear, c. Z value is very clear, c. So z is replacing by c square. Now integration of c squared minus cx with respect to s, we get c squared x minus x squared by 2 into y. Here x is equal to a, we get a c squared a minus a squared y by 2. Integration of this portion with respect to y, c squared ay minus a squared y squared by 2. Already 2 is there, so 2 into 2, 4. Limit 0 to b. Now y equal to b, we get abc squared minus a squared b squared by 4, which is equation number 7. In S6, n cap is equal to minus k vector. Now do the dot product of this one. Yeah, here z equal to 0 in S6. We get integral 0 to b, 0 to a, xy dx dy. Integration of xy with respect to x, we get y into x square by 2 because y is constant. Integration of x is x square by 2. Limit 0 to a. Here put x is equal to a, we get a square by 2. So very clear, a square by 2 is a constant. So integration of y with respect to y, we get y square by 2. Now we have to substitute y equal to b, we get a squared b squared by 4, which is equation number 8. Substitute 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 in equation number 2. So we get a squared bc minus b squared c squared by 4 plus b squared c squared by 4, a squared ab squared minus a squared c squared by 4 plus a squared c squared by 4 plus a b c squared minus a squared b squared by 4 plus a b squared a squared b squared by 4. So here b squared by 4 b squared by 4 cancel, a squared by c squared by 4 a squared c squared by 4 cancel, a squared b squared by 4 a squared b squared by 4 cancel. So what are the remaining? A squared bc, a b squared c and a bc square. So finally I like to remove abc of these three terms. We get abc of a plus b plus c, which is equation number 9. So from equation 1 and 9 they are equal. So hence Gauss divergence theorem verified. Thank you for your listening.